Kyle's Cafes are causing a stir this morning, imposing a 30-minute time limit on patrons. The controversial stance is dividing people on social media, with Kayla commenting, "Not sure this aligns with hospitality," Trish saying this should be mandatory, and Vanessa saying that the 30-minute rule is ridiculous. To discuss, we are joined by CEO of the Australian Restaurant and Cafe Association, Wes Lambert in Sydney. Wes, good morning to you. OK, I don't know how I feel about this 30-minute limit. Where do you sit on it?
Oh, good morning. Oh, look, it's reasonable. In the hospitality and accommodation, food service and tourism industry, things like hotels are for one day. Restaurant bookings are for an hour and a half or 2 hours. Tours are for specific time periods. Plane flights are for a specific time. So our industry in total is used to specific blocks of time. So we fully support this.
No, I get that, but 30 minutes? I mean, Wes, it takes me longer to eat my breakfast than 30 minutes. That's ridiculous.
Oh, look, I think this is an isolated case where they're talking about just a cup of coffee and not to make that cafe your office for the day.
Yeah.
Now that many people are working from home, they're considering their local cafes and coffee shops sometimes as their home office, where they'll sit there all day on 1 or 2 cups of coffee. And that cafe owner is paying a lot of rent, especially in the CBDs, for those cafes.
Yeah.
So it's just not fair.
No, Wes, I completely agree with that. I find those people so annoying. Aren't they annoying? They sit there with their latte and on their laptop as if they're doing really important work. Go away. Let people like me eat. I want my eggs. I want my bacon. It's just not fair. But realistically, how are you going to impose this? What are you going to put, like a little timer on everyone's table?
Oh, probably not that pedantic, but most likely. Look, most cafes will put signs up that say no Zoom calls or no Zoom meetings. We see that locally on the North Shore here. And many cafes will just have signs up that say, time limit of 30 minutes, for a cup of coffee, or, if you're not spending, we'd like you to just reserve the table for 30 minutes, which is pretty fair. If you're staying there and you're ordering things all day, then great. It's now your office away from home.
OK, so there will be exceptions to the 30-minute rule then? I mean,
of course.
Are we likely to see this? This is, what, so far 2 cafes. Are we likely to see this rolled out, do you think, more broadly?
Oh, look, as the cafe segment of the accommodation food service industry stays under such heavy pressure from cost of doing businesses that continue to skyrocket. There was a story out yesterday that labor costs are up 9% in just a year. And so, look, they absolutely need something to ensure that they can stay in business.
Absolutely. What about a takeaway coffee and take your laptop to a beach or a park, I reckon? Don't take up the cafe space. Wes, thanks so much for joining us this morning. Really appreciate it.